I recently got my hands on the Hyundai Grand i10 Nios and I've been using it around the city for a bit. But it got me thinking, such a versatile vehicle that's brilliant in the city, what would it be like out on the highway? And I also felt that it would be a great weekend adventure vehicle. So I put down a plan. Being based out here in Madurai, I figured I can head out towards Dhanushkodi, which is a nice 200-kilometer drive and includes some fantastic stretches of road where I can really get to know this machine a lot better. And that's the simple plan. Head out for a nice weekend adventure, visit a tip of India and enjoy it in a car that is a lot of fun. Well, I've had an early morning start from Madurai and I'm already out on the highway and I'm cruising along nicely at 3-digit speeds out here. The Grand i10 Nios is a surprisingly fun vehicle to drive. That 1.2-liter Kappa engine is an absolute delight. It's smooth, it's silent, it's refined, and frankly, with 83 PS of power and 114 Newton meters of torque, there's really not too much more that you can ask for from a car of this segment. So I'm easily doing 3-digit speeds, making my way down the highway, and it is a joyous experience. The car is really refined, really smooth, and what is an additional touch over there is the way that the car handles. So at high speeds, taking corners, you don't want a car that's all wafty and doing funny things. But over here, we've got a lot going for you, and the car feels very stable at higher speeds. I like the way the steering firms up. I really like the fact that it's so easy, and while it feels light, it also feels very planted. So clearly Hyundai has come a very long way when it comes to handling and ride quality, and the Grand i10 Nios is a testament to that fact. It's been about an hour now behind the wheel, and the highway really opens up. I've taken that turn off towards Rameshwaram, and this is a relatively new stretch of road. And it's empty, so you can really clock it up to 3-digit speeds rather easily over here. Of course, you want to keep things in check, so don't go overboard. It's really nice to see a car of this category having an infotainment system like this, and it also has wired Apple CarPlay and wired Android Auto. I've obviously got it on Apple CarPlay, and I'm enjoying my music being played back to me as I make my way down this highway. The other thing is that it is extremely hot. I mean, this is peak summer season that I've decided to do this drive to Dhanushkodi in. The car is doing great, but what is keeping me great is the air conditioning system on board. The Grand i10 Nios comes with a very good AC system. In fact, I don't even need to keep it cranked all the way, and it does a fine job of keeping the cabin cool, and it cools it down fast. So that's definitely something that I've really appreciated as I've made my way down the highway. As far as the stretch of road that I'm concerned is going, it's a beautiful stretch of tarmac, absolutely scenic, nice wide dual carriageway, and like I said, relatively empty, so you can really enjoy the drive. You're not stressed out with traffic. Keep it going and enjoy the way down. If you want, you can switch to cruise control as well, because this car gets that too. So you can just stick it on to cruise control and sit back and sort of just enjoy the drive. It's a great feeling to be out here. I am now nearing the town of Ramanathapuram, and that is about I think 60 or 70 clicks away from Rameshwaram, where I will then pass through that town and finally make my way out to Dhanushkodi. But this stretch of highway that I was on, the dual carriageway, it seems to come to an end here in Ramanathapuram, and it switches to a well paved, but it's just a 2-lane road. So speeds do come down. You have to be careful about oncoming traffic, especially the ones that are trying to overtake each other. But yeah, it's still been a relatively quick drive to this point. like I said, I started off with about 190, 200 kilometers to go, and now I've got only about 70 or 60 odd kilometers left. So a quick run, a lovely run. The car has been an absolute delight so far, and I've really enjoyed pushing it down this stretch. You know, talking about onboard comfort, talking about performance, talking about the elements that sort of win you over with this car. Definitely overall seat comfort is a standout feature. The front seats are great. There's enough room. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'2", so having that sort of space, having the head space and the leg room is really important. And I have taken a look around the car. I mean, before I set out, you know, when I was packing it up, I realized that it is, despite being a nice compact hatchback, the space on board is actually outstanding. So even getting a couple of bags into the boot was absolutely no trouble. If I had to head out with family, it would be great to take them out in this car. I think they would really appreciate it, doing a drive like this in the Grand i10 Nios. The space is absolutely fantastic. The rear seat has a ton of space, so you've got all of that going for you as well. And once again, the ride quality is just absolutely outstanding. I can't get over how planted and how great this car feels. In fact, on this two-lane road over here, it's smooth, but it's not as smooth as the highway. So there is a bit of bumpiness that you do encounter. You do pass through a couple of small towns. You know, you really get to feel just how the car is doing at slightly lower speeds on a slightly more bumpy road as well. So that's again testament to the fact that Hyundai has done a great job in the way they've set up the suspension on this car to sort of give you that agility and that handling and that dynamic driving feel, which is very young and sporty, and yet very comfortable soaking up road undulations as you go along, you know, when you need it. So all in all, I think Hyundai has done a fantastic job with how they've set up the Grand i10 Nios from a ride and handling perspective too. I am now on the outskirts of Rameshwaram. I've actually made my way through the town, and I'm at the other end of the town on my way to Dhanushkodi. It was a quick run through the town, thankfully, and I made good time and quick time through the town. Could squeeze through a few narrow stretches as well, and all that worked in my favor. And now I am finally on that stretch that leads down to my destination, which is Dhanushkodi. I am now just 10 kilometers away from my destination, which is the tip of Dhanushkodi. And according to navigation and the maps that I can see on display over here, I'm on a road that's as straight as an arrow, and while it might not be visible from this angle, it is actually flanked by water on both sides. So there is a little bit of foliage over here, but it is a narrow stretch of road that is just so scenic, and the way it opens up, the view, the panoramic view in front of me right now is absolutely stunning. This is a special feeling to be out here, and I think this journey has been well worth it. It's been a very comfortable and easy journey to do it in as well. And now that I've got only about 10 or 11 kilometers left, this has been a rather fun, quick and fast getaway, and makes for a great location to head out to. A brilliant driving destination, fantastic roads all the way. You do pass through a few small towns, but right now, this 10-kilometer stretch that I'm on more than makes up for anything that I might have felt was a negative. But so far, if you leave early enough from Madurai, I can tell you that you will make this run really fast, and if you got a great car at your disposal, you'll have a really joyous drive as well. Speaking about the car, it's been extremely efficient this entire way. I've done this drive and it's showing me a 16.8 kilometer to the liter average from Madurai down to Dhanushkodi. You know, over a distance of about 200 kilometers. I think that is actually very phenomenal. We have been going pretty fast. I have been sort of pushing it at about that 100 sort of mark most of the way, and doing good time, holding a great average speed. This 1.2 liter engine has just been a marvel, and I think that's where this element of really enjoying this drive has come through. Is despite it being your hatchback that a lot of people would say is just built for the city. I think the Grand i10 Nios is more than that. It's a vehicle that you can really enjoy even on adventures and sort of just add a little bit more to your life. It's just one of those fun cars to have around and have in your garage. Efficient, peppy, fun, spacious. These are all the words that sort of come to my mind when I'm thinking about this beautiful car and the drive that I've been on. I'm finally out here in Dhanushkodi, and what an amazing place this is. The roads that lead up to here are absolutely fantastic. I've been on brilliant stretches of tarmac. I've had the Grand i10 Nios cranked up to 3-digit speeds with ease. It's been such a comfortable drive, and if I was looking for a weekend getaway car, I think the Grand i10 Nios does live up to that standard.